I think it's harder to do the strategic bullshit that's keeping us like a bar away from our clients. We're like this. Hi, I want to connect with you. My hands are in front of my face if you're listening. Hi, I want to connect with you. Yeah, I really want you to trust me. Really? Because you got your hands in front of my freaking face. I don't feel like you want to open up and connect. I feel like you are hiding something and it feels a bit weird and it feels really hard. And I don't know about you, but I don't have fucking time for friendships that are hard. If you really want a friend, then you're open and you let me in. But if you're pretending to want to let people in, that I feel that shit a mile away. All right, gorgeous. Welcome back to Next Level November. This is episode 2 for the month. This entire month is going to be focused on next leveling your business, your results, your monetization, your social media, your community, your personal brand. We're doing it all. And a lot of people at this time of the year feel one of two things: really excited and pumped up about the year that was, that is us. And we're just like, oh my God, this year was amazing. And we're looking already into 2026 and planning the year to come. Or you're sitting here going, oh my God, I can't believe the year's about to end. I didn't do X, Y, Z. I didn't do this thing I said I wanted to do. I haven't optimized the year. I haven't done the things that I wanted. I'm feeling resentful. I'm feeling pissed off. I'm feeling frustrated. And hopefully, if that's you, you're using that frustration, that anger, that pissed offness to actually shift something in your life, in your business, in your circumstances, so that next year you could be set up and you could be celebrating yourself by the time November 2026 hits, okay? So this entire month is focused on supporting you no matter where you're at on getting yourself to the next level November, right? It's not too late. It is literally not too late for you to kick some ass in your business, make some impact, make some money, build your personal brand, show up, stand up, speak up, take your space, all the beautiful things. So this entire month is Masterclass month, okay? So today's session is episode 2, and we're talking about amplifying and monetizing your audience. Now, that is a mouthful. Monetizing in itself is a whole other workshop. So I'm going to give you everything I can in this episode. Remember, if you are listening, we have the video. Okay, so this is Next Level November, Series 2. Come and watch it because I'm going to share my slides in a moment. But I do want to mention something around monetizing and amplifying. At the end of the day, my love, we utilize social media because we want to connect with people from around the world, people that can be supported by our services, our products, our offerings. We want to connect and share with other human beings around the world. Nobody is going to go to your website, right? Like nowadays, people are going straight to Instagram, straight to your YouTube, straight to your social media to see who you are, what you look like, what you sound like, to check you out, like try you before they buy you. They want to connect with a human being. So before I start this and say anything, when I talk about amplifying your audience and monetizing your audience, any of that, I genuinely mean be a good human that is online, that people can message, talk to, reach out to, ask for support. Literally the reason why you've done what you've done is to, air quotes, help people, right? You said, I want to help people. I want to support people. I want to share my story. I'm telling you, this is how you do it. I didn't make up the rules about social media. Algorithm changes every 5 minutes. So many things. It's a content machine and it requires so much. However, the good news is that you can also connect globally with all the ideal clients, all the dream clients, all the people who need what you have to offer. Your story matters. You matter. What you're sharing matters. And you have a free place to show up and build your community and connection. And that always leads to making money, and that always leads to you selling your programs and your offers if you know how to amplify and then you know how to monetize. Let's just start there. What are we talking about when we're saying amplify your audience, grow your audience, build your audience? This is something that no matter where you're at in your level, whether you're making 7 figures, whether you've built an amazing ass business and you're a pro, you got mastery in your craft, you're not a beginner, you're killing it, you probably still want to grow your audience, and you probably still need to learn how to monetize your audience. And when I say grow, you might want to take your audience over to your email. You want to take the audience and let them come to a live event. You want to take your audience, get them over to your podcast, get them buying your book. You want to take that audience and offer them to join your programs and your offerings and your signature things that you sell. So I don't care who you are. Everyone that I speak to, especially the women that I work with, my clients, they all want to grow their audience. Like growing their audience, amplifying their audience is always on the agenda, no matter what level they're at. Now, learning how to monetize that audience, that's a whole other level, right? That would be someone that's a little bit more advanced, someone who has built their community, their audience, and now they're creating offers and sharing those offers with their community online. General rule of thumb, nobody wants to get sold to on social media. Nobody goes onto social media. Think about it. You don't go on there to go, I wonder what things I can buy, and I wonder what programs I can join, and I wonder what this person is trying to sell me. Like, we're not trying to do that. We're trying to share through the lens of the offers, of the support, of the problems, and the solutions that we have for our clients. So first and foremost, no matter where you're at, if you are amplifying from the beginning and you're just reaching your first, growing your audience the first time, you're starting to sell your first couple of things, you're under 10,000 followers, you're at the beginning and you're like, I really want to grow my audience and monetize. Or you're like, Erica, I've got an amazing business. I'm the go-to queen bee of my industry, but I want more people following me. I want to leverage my audience and I want to sell and monetize. This is for you, okay? At the end of the day, who gives a shit about how many followers you have? Who cares about how many likes or how viral your reel went? If nobody is commenting, DMing, messaging, getting in contact with you, engaging with your content, and nobody is then taking the action, like joining your program, buying your book, downloading your lead magnet, if they're not doing any of that, what are you doing on there? Okay? So at the end of the day, we need to be social on social media. And likes and follows and shit does not pay the bills, my friend. If it did, it would be a different story, but it does not. So we need to get really strategic with why we are on there, how we show up, who we're talking to, what we're trying to do for them, like where are we trying to lead people, what are we trying to get them to do before we even consider anything else. I just want to go ahead and say you don't need a bigger audience. You need a relationship with the current people that pushed follow. I don't care if you have 500 followers, 1,000 followers. I started my business with 1,000 followers and they were from my styling business. So I was a stylist. I was talking about like fashion and clothing and body types. Everyone who followed me was from that. And then I shifted and pivoted and started doing coaching. And I started talking about confidence from the inner work. And I started talking about healing. And I completely changed my message. But the women that were there, they wanted to hear about confidence. They wanted to know about the inner work. And I was like, okay, let's do this. And so I was blessed that people didn't unfollow me. They wanted to stay on the journey because the next thing I had to talk about was similar to what they were learning. However, it doesn't matter how many followers you have right now. What matters is that you know who you're talking to and why you want to be on social media. What is the whole point of everything? So I just want to tell you, this episode is for you. It doesn't matter. This masterclass is for you. It doesn't matter how many followers you have. It's just about getting the people who pushed follow to fall in love with you, to know you, to trust you, to love you, to buy from you, to engage with you, to ask you questions. So there's two things we're going to cover. We're going to talk about amplifying and we're going to talk about monetizing. And I'm just going to quickly share my screen with you. So if you're listening to this, you're missing out on my on my slide deck, okay? So here we are. So we're talking about amplifying and monetizing your social media. Now, one of the things that I love about this is I teach those that are just starting out. So if you're listening to this or watching this and you're in the beginner phase, like you've just launched your business, or maybe you have a little side hustle and you're trying to get it to be your main hustle and you're like, Erica, I need to show up and I'm not consistent, all the things. This is so important. Number one, you have got to be there. The amount of clients I speak to on coaching calls that are like, I know I just got to get more consistent. I just gotta learn how to sell. No. You just need to show your mug. If your face is not on your social media daily, like daily story, good morning, whatever it is, daily, if you can't get used to the habit of showing up for the people online, you are going to struggle with social media. And it's not for you. Maybe it's not for you. Maybe you have to be a 3 post a week person. And you can do that as well, by the way. You don't have to be attached to your phone. Like, let's let go of all the bullshit beliefs and stories that you have heard about the internet and social media and what that takes. I show up so different to some of my clients who are more introverted and they don't love to be connected to the thing. They do more batching, they do more strategic posting. I do more behind the scenes, more like, hello, good morning, I'm crying, or whatever. Like, that's the way I flow. You have to find what flows for you, but what you can't do is say, I want to grow my social media and then never show up and then be inconsistent. Like, you don't get to do that because that's not going to work. It's hard. Choose your hard, baby. Okay, so here we go. I just want to tell you this because I find this stat so interesting. The knowledge industry is a $355 million per day industry, and it is expected to triple in the next 5 years. I think this numbers actually went up. Knowledge industry being those of you out there who support people with education, with knowledge, with coaching, with service providing. Like, This industry is only growing. Okay. So social media and having a business and a personal brand right now, best time to do this. So here is a little photo of me and my son. Oh my God. This was back in the day when I first started. 1,000 followers. We had 150K in debt, no money. We were struggling financially. I had a 4-month-old baby and I had a 2-year-old toddler. My husband was working from 5 a.m. till 9 p.m. as a personal trainer because he had his own gym, and it was not rocking well. And then I'm at home breastfeeding, selling shampoo and conditioner on the phone, like working from home for L'Oreal, not working much, but enough to be able to like pay bills, while Hamish, my husband, was doing his thing, trying to get the business off the ground. And we had no clients, no money. We were in debt. It was a horrific time. However, I was able to then build this 7-figure personal brand business where I have been able to grow my audience, get book deals, get so many things, speaking, programs sold out, like TED Talk, like everything I've ever built is because of social media. I need you to hear me when I tell you. I have to look at your face real quick. All the money that I've made, all the millions of dollars that I've made, everything, my community, my programs, my launches, my book, my podcast, my everything has come because of social media. Everything. Can you imagine if you could be so consistent as to build a personal brand, show up on there as yourself, by the way. I'm not asking you to be somebody else. Grow a beautifully connected community. People who care about what you have to offer. People who want to connect with you. People who need what you have. Imagine if you could do that. And then from that, all the dreams that you have of speaking on stage or writing a book or, doing a podcast or getting publicity or media or whatever impact you came here to have, all of that could come true. So I'm just going to go ahead and say social media has been amazing and it will continue to be amazing. It's only going to get better. So here's the current reality of most of the clients that I speak to when it comes to social media. They have a small audience, which equals no awareness. So no one knows about these people. They don't know about you. They can't see you. They can't find you. There's no awareness that you exist. Your audience is tiny. So therefore, a tiny amount of people know about you and see you. And by the way, Meta, thank you so much, has taken on TikTok's algorithm, which now means everybody that follows you on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, wherever you are, besides LinkedIn, at the moment, LinkedIn doesn't have this. All the people that push follow, they're not going to see you. So they're pushing your content to new people. So quite literally, the people that even follow you don't even get to see you. And you're over here worried about posting. I'm like, nobody even sees your shit. Like I have to push favorite for the people that I really want to see all the time, because if not, they will get lost. Think about it. Some people that you follow, you haven't seen their stuff in a long time. Why? Because literally you're getting shown all these new accounts and new people, and it's annoying. Number 2, maybe you don't feel like spending a shitload of money on ads right now. Ads are amazing, by the way. To amplify your business, ads are amazing. But if your shit sucks and you don't show up, what are you going to amplify? It's pointless to spend money on ads if you're inconsistent, you don't have content, and you're not showing up anyway. So ads are incredible, but maybe at the beginning, you don't want to drop dollars on ads. Maybe you don't know how to do it yet. Cool. Number 3, angry at social media. Expectation versus reality. So many people get pissed off and frustrated. Why isn't it working? Why is the algorithm changed? Why am I shadow banned? Why aren't this happening? Why isn't that happening? For a long time, I was even fighting the whole, like, you need to do this in the first 3 seconds, in the first 5 seconds. I could fight that all I want, baby. But the reality is that's what's happening. If your shit sucks within the first 3 to 5 seconds, your engagement's going to go down. No one's going to watch the whole video. And that happens to me. Hello, this is conversations that we have as well in the team. It's like we could get pissed off and angry, or we could just do what we need to do because we didn't make up the rules. But these are the rules, okay? So getting pissed off and angry at social media. Is this happening to you? Let me know. Comparison and too much noise. Are you looking to the sideline? Are you watching other people and going, oh my God, that person did that. I should be doing that. My competition's doing this. Oh, this person's doing that. Her posts are always so great. That looks so good. I can't do this. And you're just feeling like it's too saturated and there's too much noise. And then you're comparing yourself. Let me know if this is you. And finally, do you feel like you're wasting time? Just scrolling, doom scrolling, looking at other people, trying to throw shit at the wall, but I'm not sure if it sticks. And you're just like, is this whole thing a waste of time? And maybe you've heard of some people who don't even use social media and you're like, could I be a unicorn like that? Could I just not use it, right? Instead, here's what I want to say to you instead. This is what we want. Oops. We want you to have an engaged audience, to build a beautiful community that cares about watching you and seeing you, no matter how big or small. We want engaged audience and build community. That is what we want. Okay, my friends? Number 2, we want to make more money and make more impact. I don't know about you, but I'm not just on social media to show my lunch and my dinner and photos of me, cutting up pumpkins for Halloween, because that's what we've been doing. That's cute. That's part of my personal brand, but I'm not here for that. We're here because we have a business and I want to support people and help people. And I think that I can support these women. And so therefore my social media exists so that I can make the impact I came here to make, which therefore then gives us money. Yeah. Hopefully you too. Number 3, we want to show up consistently, right? We don't want to be like, I have to show up. We want to be like, I get to show up. I get to show up for my clients. I get to do this. Not I have to. We don't want it to feel like a slog. We don't want it to feel hard. We don't want it to be annoying, right? We don't want to feel like shit. Like we said we were going to be consistent and here we are again, not consistent. No one sees me. Like you're up and then you're down. You take 2 steps forward and 5 steps back. We don't want that. Number 4, last one, we want to be creating, not consuming. Consuming will kill everything. It'll kill your buzz. It'll kill your flow. If you consume more than you create, and this is something Gary Vee, who I love to death, talks about a lot. If you consume more than you create, you're going to start to compare yourself. You're going to start to get depressed. There's like studies that show that if you are consuming social media, you will start to shift your thought of reality. You'll start to think that you're not pretty enough, that you're not relevant, that you're not good, that you're shit. Your focus will go over to the doom scroll and then you'll just get sad, depressed, and anxious. And the reality is, if you start to create, if you start to build stuff, tell people who you are and what you're about, you're going to be focused on building, on growing, on adding value, on being the expert. And that's really what we want to be doing here. We do not want to be sitting here scrolling, watching other people, right? So I want to give you some tangible things that you can do right now for you to amplify, for you to grow, for you to build your audience. And later on, I'm going to share my fan base formula training with you. If you're interested and you want to learn more, it's an in-depth training with 3 simple habits that I have been using from day one, from when I had 1,000 followers. And I give it to all my clients, by the way. This is the formula that all my clients use to show up consistently, to always not run out of content, to know what to say, and to build a fan base, okay? The fan base formula is the thing. If you want to check it out, you can go to my Instagram, comment the word fan base, B-A-S-E, on any of my posts. You'll see the thing. You can get the training. It's incredible. It's short. It's quick. It's snappy. I don't know how many testimonials I have from women that are like, oh my God, this works. I know, because that's how I built my audience, okay? Building a fan base. It's a training that you definitely have to go through if you're really wanting to do this, no matter what level you're at. But here's the truth, right? When you are consistently showing up somewhere and people know that you're going to be there and people can expect from you who you are and what you're going to share, and you have decided what you're going to do and who you're going to speak to. You've decided, I'm going to speak to stay-at-home moms. I'm going to speak to women who want to build their personal brand. I'm going to speak to women in engineering. I don't know. I'm making shit up, okay? When you decide who your dream client, who the person that needs you and what you have to offer is, you've decided who she is or who they are. And now you go deep into what do they need? What are they struggling with? What are they thinking about? And hopefully the person you're serving and supporting is someone like you. Maybe you have experience in what they're currently moving through because you had to move through it too, because you had to navigate the same thing. So when you start showing up and talking and doing stories and making videos and making carousels or whatever you decide to do, they're like, oh my God, Erica, it's like you're in my head. So when I do this podcast and people are like, it's like you're in my head. And that's what we want. We want that. We want people to be like, she gets me. She understands me. Oh my God, yes, I'm with it. They need to see that you understand them. They need to see that you get what they have to offer. In order to do that, they have to trust you and they have to know you. I want you to imagine you go into a hair shop to get shampoo and conditioner, okay? So you go in and you want to buy some shampoo and conditioner and you walk in and someone comes up to you and they're like, hi, how are you? And you're like, good. I need to get something for my hair. And they're like, cool. Tell me about your hair. And then they ask you questions and you're answering the questions and you spend 10 minutes with this person, back and forth, more questions. All right, cool. All right, I'm getting an understanding. All right, amazing. Do you have this? Do you do that? Yes, no. Boom. All right, I've got it. Come over here with me. And they walk you over to an area that has shampoo and conditioner. And based off of your needs, they've now referred you to this thing because they're like, you said this, so this will be good. You said that, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, fucking yes. You spend 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes with this person. This person knows your hair so much because you spent the most time with them, right? Hours spent. You spent a lot of hours or minutes or time talking to them. They spent time listening. They looked at you. You got it. They heard you. You heard them. Boom. When they go to refer you to something or recommend something, now you trust them because you have been heard. They heard what you said. They understood you. So now you're like, hell yeah, Erica, you got me. Like I get dry ends and oily roots and blah, 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 whatever. They're like 100%, let's go. Versus you walk into the shop and they're like, hey, how you doing? They're like, good. Oh, can I help you? Yeah, I'm looking for some shampoo and conditioner. Oh, amazing. Let me take you over here to the most expensive one. No, I'm not following you because now I'm like, you're just trying to make a sale. You didn't even ask me about my hair and you're taking me to Kerastase. Well, what if I don't want to use that shampoo? What if I want vegan shampoo? I don't know. Like you haven't even taken a second to ask me the questions and build that rapport and be social with me in order for me to start to trust you, in order for me to start to ask you questions, in order for me to start to listen to your responses, in order for me to then buy the thing from you. I know this is a weird example, but I can't think of one more relevant than this because I remember being a hairdresser and then I'll be talking to some lady for ages and then she's like, okay, can I ask you about my son? son? Boom, trust, done. She's asked me about her. I've given her so many recommendations. Now she's like, okay, my son has curly hair, right, Erica? So, and then I'm like, I got you. I got you. You trust me. I said some good shit to you. You now trust me enough to ask me about your son and your husband's hair. Now you're going to bring your husband and your son to the hair salon. I'm going to cut their hair. I'm going to cut your sister's hair. I'm going to cut your mom's hair. That is referral. That is trust. That is credibility. How do you do that on social media? How do you do that on social media? That's what I want you to think about. You have to be there. You got to show up. I'm telling you, with the fan base formula, one of the first things, and I'll tell you one of the first habits here is like, whether you get the training or not, like the training's amazing, but I'll tell you the first habit. It's like showing up every single day. And one of the most simple things is grabbing your phone and saying, good morning, my love. How are you? I'm so happy you're here. I hope you have the best day ever. Thank you for being here. That's it. And people are like, what? And I'm like, listen to me. Listen to me. I grew my community, people that love me, that I love back, that have supported my programs, that have supported my work, because I literally wake up in the morning and I'm like, good morning. Thank you for being here. And you're like, that's nothing. You can't do that. You can use a filter, whatever the hell you got to do. Get into natural light, sit in your car, do your makeup with them. I don't care. But if we can't even say good morning, thank you for being here to our audience, to one person who's watching us, how are we going to amplify anything? So have a quick think about your level of commitment and how you show up. Do you show up? Do you have issues with showing up? With the consistency required? The trust is not going to get built if you're like, I'm going to come and then you're a ghost. Then you come in and then you leave again. Like that's how you are unforgettable. That's how people will forget you in 2 seconds. Social media is social. Remember that. If you want to grow an audience that's engaged and that buy from you, they need to feel like you care about them. They need to feel like you post because you want them to connect. You post because you want to see what they have to say. Like you see them, you feel them, you're a real person. And one of the things about amplifying is that your audience is learning how to treat you. You train them. You train them. Hear me out. Do you train them to just scroll past you? Do you train them to not watch your video? Do you train them to never check for your stories? Do you train them to just tap like and keep going? Or are you training them to comment, to connect, to DM you, to message you, to speak to you, to send you a DM? I always say to you guys, send me a DM, send me a message, tag me. Like y'all be messaging me. I be talking to my to my podcast community online. And then I go to do an event in America and I met my podcast community in real life. Y'all came out to my book signing. And I was hugging you, and I was meeting your mom, and I was meeting your sisters, and I was meeting your community that you brought out to the book signing from my podcast, from social media, like wild. Okay, so I want to break it down. I want to give you I'm going to give you like 4 frames that I want you to think about. 4 frames. Alex Hormozi, whether you like him or not, he says something about time. Trust is built in time spent. So very similar to my idea around the hair salon, right? Trust is built in time spent. So Alex says, the more minutes people spend watching or listening to you, the more they trust you and the faster they'll buy. So start tracking how long are people watching your videos? What do people do when they find you? Is there a video they can consume? Is there a start here post? Is there a way that they can listen and visually see you so they can start to cop a vibe from you and get to know who you are? This is why I do so much video and so much audio. I don't want anyone to be like, oh, you like pink? Oh, you swear? Oh, I don't know about you. I want you to be like, hell yeah, she's my person. Or, Erica is not for me. Like if someone's like, I don't know how I feel about you, I'm not doing a good job. I want you to know how you feel about me. I want to show you as much as I can the way that I show up, the way that I speak, the way that I talk, how I move my hands, right? Like this is me. And I'm not going to change the way that I am. So, I mean, I'm sure I'm going to up level and shift and change and evolve as a human, but like I am this. So if you come onto my social media, I want you to know what you're in for. What does it feel like on your social media? What do I feel like when I land on yours? Do I feel intimidated? Do I feel like nobody's home? An abandoned store? Do I feel excited? Do I feel like it's humorous and funny and warm and inviting? Do I feel intimidated? Do I feel like ignored? What do I feel when I land on your page, on your socials? And I think it's a beautiful thing to start thinking about. Trust is built in time spent, tracking the time spent with you, talking to you, listening to you, hearing you. When people be binging my podcast, I'm like, I got you. You're going to be in my world. We're going to be friends now. We are friends. The second one, train your audience to engage. So think about this. If you post something and you think it's fire and it's great, and at the end, you're just like, full stop, done, period. Okay, what do you want me to do? Is that a mic drop? Like, what do you want me to do? Clap for you? Give you a like? Okay, cool, sure. If that's what you say. Sometimes you could consider, what do y'all think? What do you think? Not y'all. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Drop your thought down below. Do you agree with this? Yes or no? Out of all of these, which one is your favorite? What else would you add here? Let me know. Comment your favorite emoji. If you ask them to engage, if you ask people to comment down below, say something, share your favorites. These are my top books. What are yours? Tell me your story in the comments below. I'd love to know. And then they comment. And what happens then? Do you comment back or do you heart it? If you don't comment back, I'm not commenting next time. If you ask me to comment and you never reply, I'm not commenting. You're teaching your audience how to engage. You're training them. You're training them. Comment this word. Let me know what you think. Double tap if you agree. Like this post. Share this post. Save this post. Right? Sometimes there's too many things we're telling people to do. Sometimes you might just want to drop some fire and walk away. That's it. Cool. People are going to comment if they want. But I'm telling you now, if you are asking for engagement and you don't reply to the first 5 to 10, come on. Gary Vee says, first 5 to 10, he replies. And he's Gary Vee. He's busy as hell. And yes, he has help. I get it. However, we're on the toilet. However, it's right before bed or you're watching something or early in the morning. Take 5 minutes to reply to people. There's another hack for LinkedIn that I learned recently. And I know this isn't about LinkedIn, but it was so wild because the hack to grow is about posting and commenting on other people's stuff. And so imagine if you replied or you taught people how to do that. That invites real conversations. That invites discussions. That invites relationship building. Then later on, you can jump into the DM and say, hey, Erica, thank you so much for being such a great engagement on my post. I so appreciate your messages and your comments always. Just wanted to say thank you. Boom, relationship built. Eye winking. Hey, I see you. Now we're starting to build a relationship. Number 3, stay on the screen. How can you stay on the screen? Do you show up live? Do you show stories? Do you take me behind the scenes? Right? Are you doing content that's problem aware that I'm like, oh my God, that's me. It's like she's in my head. Do people want to spend time with you because you are an inviting person? You're an exciting person. You're an honest person. You're a real and raw person. If you're perfect and everything's amazing and everything's like strategized and calculated, and then it's kind of like, oh, I don't really relate to that person. Like in real life. If somebody's telling you something funny about how they messed up or, they fell over or they had an embarrassing moment, you relate to that. You're like, oh my God, me too. I'm a bit nervous. One of the things that I say to my clients when they're like, I'm scared to show up on social media, I'm like, just get on your social media with your phone and be like, hey, okay, so I'm super scared to show up here. And I really want to build my business and I really want to be your friend and I really want people to follow along on the journey because I'm here to impact. But to be honest, I've been in my head. I've been worried about how I look and if you're going to like me and if I sound stupid or if my video looks good or if anyone's going to watch or even reply back. So here I am doing something super uncomfortable that I'm super scared to do. And I wish I could just exit this and delete it, but Erica said that I have to do this. So here I am. Let me know if you're new here. Thank you for being here. Do you like social media? How do you get over yourself when you're so worried about the way you look online? Let me know and then drop a comment or drop a questions or drop a poll. Imagine you said that. You know what that is? That's called being real. That's called being real. There's no strategy for you to be real. Do you understand how much we desire realness on social media today and tomorrow and the next day? Always. It's always cool to be real. It's never not cool to be honest and real and truthful. And it's easy. You know what's hard? All right, I'm going to strategize. Okay, so I'm going through a real bad breakup and I'm really sad and I've just been crying all day, but I got to show up. All right. Ready? Let's look perfect. Let's sound perfect. Everything's great. Everything's fine. And you're literally fighting back tears and you will not cry and you will not share that you're going through something hard and you're just putting it together and you're being fake as fuck and you're like authentic. I'm like, bitch. I did a podcast about it called Tell the Truth. Like, tell the truth. Do you have to say, I just went through a really bad breakup with my boyfriend who cheated on me and then, no. Maybe you don't want to be Jerry Springer. I love Jerry Springer. I'll be giving you all the tea. Maybe you don't want to do that. Cool. Zoom out. I've been going through a really tough time. It's been so hard lately. But you know what? You're important to me and showing up for this community is what blah, blah, blah. So here I am, moving through discomfort and going through something super hard personally, but I'm still here. Did I tell you details? No. Did I give you my business? No. Was it Jerry Springer? No. That's how you do it. Guess what that's called? Truth. It's called real. It's called being real. And I think you can do it. I think we can all do it. I think it's harder to do the strategic bullshit that's keeping us like a bar away from our clients. We're like this. Hi, I want to connect with you. My hands are in front of my face if you're listening. Hi, I want to connect with you. Yeah, I really want you to trust me. Really? Because you got your hands in front of my freaking face. I don't feel like you want to open up and connect. I feel like you are hiding something and it feels a bit weird and it feels really hard. And I don't know about you, but I don't have fucking time for friendships that are hard. If you really want a friend, then you're open and you let me in. But if you're pretending to want to let people in, that I feel that shit a mile away. My algorithm feels it. You know what I'm saying? That's number 3. Number 4, be social on social media. This is not about being glued to your phone. I have 2 beautiful boys. I've been cutting pumpkins. I've been making cupcakes. I've been doing all the things, right? It is October here. We are getting ready for a beautiful season. I'm with my children. And then there's times when I'm not, right? Like you're not going to always be attached to your phone. I think we have to get away from that idea that being on social media and replying to people means I'm glued to my phone forever. No, that's not true. You don't have to believe that. What if it could be another way? What if it could be different? What if it could be different? What if you could get support? I have clients who are not like me. They don't love showing up on social media. They're not amazing at video. They don't really love it, right? So these clients, we talk about the first hire they're going to have is someone to help them with social media. Someone in their team that works 3 to 5 hours a week, that supports them, that follows them, that records video, that helps them, that is really savvy with that so that they can literally just batch maybe once a month or twice a month, and then they could be about their business and do what they love to do best. So you don't have to do anything. It can be your own adventure. But I do want to recommend that if you are on social media, which you need to be, and you want to amplify it, you got to be social on social media, right? Like you have to care, you have to show up, you have to be there. And it's important to let your audience feel like they're a part of you. They're a part of something you care about. They're a part of your life. They're a part of, they're going behind the scenes and learning about you. And so many of you need to get over yourself with like, who cares about what coffee I drink? Who cares about what I do on the weekend? We all do. Everybody cares. We want to be all up in your business because I want to know, are we the same? Do we do similar things? What kind of makeup do you wear? Am I a makeup influencer? No, but I'm always doing my makeup online. Why? Because people want to know, Erica, what are your lashes from? Where did you put your lipstick? Where did you do this? And it's a part of what I do. It's a part of my personal brand. My nails, my little bling bling hats, my sequence outfits, the amount of people that ask me where I go shopping. What does that have to do with my programs and confidence? Nothing and everything. It's a part of my brand. So it's important for the connection, okay? Like you don't need to go on there and tell everybody everything. You could zoom out like the example I gave you before, but you want to establish yourself as a person that is here to do the thing you're here to do. You want to tell people about what you do. You want to invite them on the journey to come with you. You want to let them know that you give a shit about them. You want to let them know that you care about the work that you're here to do. And you want to scream from the rooftops about the stuff that you are here to share. Like, people need to know about your work. If I don't talk about my work, women don't show up in their confidence. Women don't make money. Women don't say that they can become magnetic. Women don't become the go-to in their space. Will they find someone else? Maybe. Can I guarantee that that person's amazing? No. There's a lot of people that are out there on the internet that are not great. And so instead of me allowing my clients to go find people that aren't great, let me be loud and proud and go, hey, come over here. I could help you. I could support you. I care about you. And I know my shit. Here's my street cred and my track record. Yeah. So that's just the foundation of amplifying your audience. I hope that it makes sense and you took something away. And if you did, let me know. Okay, I'm trying to make this as visual and in-depth as possible. But I highly recommend if you really have been struggling with showing up consistently and growing your community online, get the fan base formula. It is, let me see if I can show it to you. I don't actually know. Oh, I can show it to you. Look at us with all of our tech and things. So this is the fan base formula. This is literally the secret sauce, the 3 steps that I took and I still take and I recommend my clients take to grow. This is what I did. I had no followers. I had no money and I built a 7-figure personal brand business. And literally from 0 to 120K plus, like imagine you turning your followers into a 7-figure brand. And we're going to talk about how to build an engaged community, how to become an authority, make more impact and more income. And I talk about timeless habits. Why is timeless important? Because let me just go ahead and tell you something. You will hear all about the hacks and the strategies and the viralities and the bullshit. But at the end of the day, there are timeless things that you do anytime. that grow your audience, that build your trust, that build your credibility, that grow your personal brand. I am looking for timeless. I don't want something that's trending right now, like laminated eyebrows, and then in 2 months or in a year, it's different. And then you have to constantly keep up. And at the end of the day, there is an algorithm of you, who you are, what you think, how you see things, the way you show up in the world, your truth, your honesty, your vulnerability. That is never going to go out of style. You are always trending. You are always trending. As long as you think you're valuable, as long as you think what you have to share is important, you are always trending. So you don't have to chase trends and chase virality. Be you. Turn yourself up all the way. Show who you are. Share what you love in your way. You don't have to do it like anybody else. That is the whole point of the secret sauce. That is the whole point of you being in your X factor and you being who you came here to be. Because if I follow someone else, it's not you. So I still need you. Your voice is missing on the platform. Oh my God, I could keep talking about amplifying your audience. But let's move on to part 2, which is the sexy part that everybody wants to talk about. But the reality is, it is not easy to do it if you cannot do part 1. If you cannot be consistent, amplify, and show up for your audience, you're going to struggle to monetize. And if you do monetize, it's going to feel gross. Like you're just on social media to sell shit. And nobody wants that, okay? So let's talk about monetizing real quick. Monetizing can feel gross. Monetize can feel like I want to monetize people and be salesy and take advantage of them and be yucky and make money from them. Bleh. Like it can feel so gross. But you're not monetizing your people. You're monetizing your solutions. You're monetizing the outcome and the support and the transformation that you give people. You are offering them a transformation. And if you've built that trust that we just spoke about in step 1, then people are going to want in on this. People are going to want in on what you have to offer. People are going to want to know how they can go deeper with you. One of the things that I talk about in the fanbase formula is like, how do you show people that you are so good at what you do from day dot? Unapologetically confident about the outcome and the service or the offer that you have. Like if you're questioning if you're good at what you do, yes, social media is going to be scary. Yes, going live is going to be scary. Yes, showing up on stories is going to be scary because you're not convinced that you are the go-to. You're not convinced that you're good at what you do. That's some mindset shit. You need to work on your mindset. You need to work on the identity to become her, the version of you that knows that you are here to do great work and you can get somebody a result. If that is your problem, you need to DM me. Come and check out the next level. It's identity and mindset work plus business for women in business. I can't tell you how important that is. But right now, when you talk about monetizing your community and your audience, you're not literally monetizing the people. You are building a beautiful audience, a beautiful community that is problem aware. You are telling them that you are the person that solves this problem and this is how you do it. You're giving value, you're educating them, you're giving authority, case study, testimonial, before and after, transformation. You're sharing your juice, you're sharing your goods with them. They're learning about you and your personal brand and who you are and the funny stuff that makes you you. And then you are inviting them to take your hand and walk with you over to the transformation and walk with you over to the thing that they want, the outcome. So I want you to think about it I'm going to do 4 ways again. Number 1, I want you to think about it as like you start inviting people. So you let people know what you offer. You're not selling people. You are giving them information. You are inviting. You are educating. You are serving your community. Let people know what you do. What problem do you solve? How do you support and help people? Share how they can get involved. You can drop call to actions that feel good. DM me if you want to learn more about this. DM me if this landed with you and you want to have a chat. DM me if, this resonated with you. I'd love to hear back from you. Tag me in your stories if blah, blah, blah. Hey, just letting you know, I've just launched this program. It's coming in a month. And before it comes, we're going to have an amazing early bird for those on the wait list. If you want to learn about the outcome your program is, if you want to learn about said thing, if you're ready to this desired outcome, you need to get on the wait list, my love, so that you are the first to hear about the early bird. This is literally how I sold the Sisterhood. The Sisterhood was an in-person program in Melbourne, Australia. I had my audience online going, when are you going to do something for us? And I was like, whoa, they literally yelled at me and were like, we want something for the online girlies. And I was like, awesome. Can we do the online sisterhood? Why not? Yes, I can. And that's when I launched the online. Before I did that, I told people in my stories, you could go back, and you could see it. That's also an important part about showing up and being real and raw is I have fucking credibility. People could go back to my shit and see me doing Q&A Tuesday with my son with my boobs out, trying to breastfeed my kid while I'm answering a question with maybe 4 followers on the line. 4. But I was there. Fire, giving good ass answers with my boobs out, trying to feed my kid at the same time. And I was broke as hell. I had no followers. Nobody knew me. I was building my business, but I was good at what I did. So I was like, I'm going to show up. You could see me talking about, listen, my love, if you want to join me, if you're ready to outcome, if you're ready to stop problem, get on the wait list, get on the early bird. The early bird's never going to be this price again. It's going to be amazing. And for my community at the time, that worked. Maybe you don't talk about price. Fantastic. Don't do it. Do what works for you. But you have to invite people into the outcome. Hey, listen, I'm the go-to for if you want to build a personal brand business, if you want to become known in your space and you want to be unapologetic and confident and magnetic, I'm your go-to. Follow me. I will share all the things with you. And if you're interested and you want to learn more, hit me in the DMs and I'll send you some details if I can help. That was me saying that. Did it feel gross? Did it feel yucky? Did it look gross? No. It feels so clean and so authentic because it's true. Because here's the reality. If you don't invite people, someone else will. Someone who is less educated than you, someone who cares less than you, someone who doesn't even know the shit that you know, and they're out there getting your clients because you won't dare to invite someone to work with you. That's a problem. We got to work on that. So I would start thinking about how can I invite my clients on the journey. If you want said result, hit me up. Let me know. DM me. Comment here. Do little polls in the stories. Whatever you got to do. You don't have to always post. It could be stories as well. It could be a live. Invite people. Number 2, monetization. This is what I would recommend. I'm giving you the goods right now. So listen up. Create low ticket offer. Create something that's very low ticket that opens a little door that people can try something specific. For example, the fan base formula. We talked about it earlier. It's one of those doors. 3 simple, specific tools to build your community and trust online. It's affordable, it's practical, and it builds belief. You're going to try the fan base formula. It's not expensive. You're going to be like, holy shit, Erica, this was amazing. Imagine working with Erica in this program or this program. If this was that good, can you imagine what it's like? But now you have bought something from me. You've bought a little taster. You tried. You had a little appetizer of me to be like, let me see if she can cook. Damn, she could cook. This tastes great. But it was an appetizer. So where's the main course? And where's the dessert? You want to create a little small entry point for your clients to go, let me try you before I buy you. Let me have a little taste. Let me see if your shit is good. Ooh, I don't like it. No, not for me. Okay, fantastic. Versus going, hi, welcome to my Instagram. Do you want to join my $3,000, $5,000, $30,000 program? Whoa, man. I just got here. I haven't even, it's like you're at a bar and someone winks at you and they walk over and they're like, do you want to get married, have sex, have babies, and sign a prenup? And you're like, whoa, bro, you haven't even bought me a drink. You just winked at me. No. So we want to wink. We want to smile. We want to offer a drink. We want to have a discussion, have a chat. Right? Hey, let's walk over here. Do you want to have a dance? Let's see how you dance. If you could dance, you might get my number, okay? Now we're going to go on a little date. Then we have another little date. Little offer. Do you hear my analogy? Okay? That's what we're doing with this. And we're solving a specific problem. We're not going, hi, let's change your whole life. No, that's not specific. That's a big ass thing. Solving one tiny specific problem, ideally something that is going to be the next thing. Give me the appetizer that makes sense for the entree. Give me the entree that makes sense for the dessert. Yeah. A little small thing. Let them try you before they buy you. Let them feel into it. It's so easy to talk about fan-based formula. I have another one. Business is personal. The business breakthrough. It's so easy to talk about the business breakthrough. Simple. You want to get out of your own way and break the belief that's stopping you from your cock blocking yourself in your business. Business breakthrough is your thing. It's going to take you through how to unblock yourself, how to uncover the belief that's been blocking you, stopping you, and having you question yourself so that you can finally get out of your own way and rock it out in your business. It's a mindset session in that training. Amazing. And guess what? You could also get the fan-based formula and the business breakthrough, and they will both help you do separate things that are important on your journey to growing and becoming the go-to in your space. You see what I did there? That's what you could do. Low ticket. So you're never selling this big thing on social media. You're selling a little thing. Try before you buy. Number 3, sell socially. So listen, if you're beginning and starting out, you're not going to have funnels and all this crazy tech. That's fine. My first 6 figures came from me showing up on stories and doing swipe up. If you were around when Instagram had swipe up made me so much money. It was like, hey, swipe up if you want the link. Hey, swipe up if you want this. It was incredible. I literally built millions with my phone. I had no email list. I had no back-end funnels. I had nothing. I didn't have a team, no perfection. It was just me with my phone. That was it. Internet. But I love phone. I love video. I'm good with that. I can think on my toes. If that's not your flavor and style, don't worry. You could still do it in photos. You can do it in stories. You can do it in polls, asking questions. You don't need the fancy tech. If you have a little bit of money and you're established in your business, you could totally use fancy tech. You could have a funnel. You could have emails that get sent to people when they buy this little small thing, right? You could get ManyChat, which is an amazing automation that lets you send messages to people. When someone comments a word, I wrote it, by the way. If you ever get an automated message from me, it's not some fucking bot. I wrote the whole thing. It's my copy with my emojis, with my writing. It's just being automated so that it can reach multiple people as opposed to leaving you all unread. So I get 17 DMs and I can't reply? No. So automations like ManyChat let you do that. So don't worry about that though. You don't have to do that. You could literally be on your stories talking and saying, hey, I just got off a coaching call. If you want to learn more about how to outcome, you need to be in my community, the next level. Comment the word next or DM me and I'll send you some details to see if you'd be a great fit, whatever. Selling socially. It's very easy, very chill. You don't have to be hardcore about it. That's it. And number 4, invite people with intentionality. Like ask people what they want. Hey, my love, I'd love your opinion. I'm thinking about doing a training. I'm thinking about running an event. Here's some ideas. Let me know if any of these speak to you or drop your own idea in the reply. Hit reply. Let me know. You could poll your audience. You could show up on stories, tell a story, post a photo with a few questions, do a poll, do the sticker, do the questions. Ask them, what do you guys want? What would you love? What are you struggling with? I go into my community, the next level. These are the women that are just building their first 10K. They're just growing their audience. They're building the confidence to show up. We're helping them create their programs. We're helping them to monetize their social media and their programs. It's really the beginner ladies that are getting out there and growing and building. These women all the time, I'm in the Facebook group. What do you want to learn more of? Where are you getting stuck? A lot of it is mindset. So what do you think we do? A lot of mindset coaching, a lot of mindset training to get them out of the beliefs that are stopping them from doing all the things that they want. It's not really strategy. It's not really tools at that level. It's themselves. They get in the way. So I want to help them. So this is how you move from a conversation to conversion. You listen, you co-create stuff with them. You invite them when the moment is right. You're like, hey, I made this thing that you said you wanted. Let me know. I've just built it. Do you want to check it out? Like you start inviting people and being intentional about what your audience desires from you whilst also knowing what you're really good at doing. And when they say yes to the low ticket offer, the little taster that you're building, that's when you can over deliver. You can build belief. You can guide them to the next step and the next phase. And so it's super important. You can do this on email. You can do this in person. But literally, like, I can't tell you how important this is. And obviously, I could keep talking, but we need to end this podcast. Final takeaway for you. You don't need to go viral. You just need to be valuable, okay? People need to see you as the person that can help them with the thing. You don't need 100,000 followers. You need like 100 real relationships. 100 real relationships, people that follow you that you actually talk to and connect with. And you don't need to sell. You need to invite. You need to serve. You need to let them know what you have to offer that can support and help them. That's it. That's how you turn your social media into a client magnet. That's how you amplify your trust. You build the credibility and you monetize in a way that feels integral and beautiful, not gross and sleazy. And the best part is you do all of this by showing up as you. If you are quiet and introverted, show up like that. If you're crazy, loud, and out there, show up like that. Literally, like you don't have to be somebody else. You get to do it like yourself. Truth, honesty, integrity, authenticity, being real, which is scary, by the way, for some people. I get it. But that is so much easier than you strategizing some bullshit and making people want to like you or forcing it. So a couple things you can do at the end of this. Number 1, if you want to go deeper into growing the audience and learn about the fanbase formula is it. I'm going to drop the link under here somewhere so you will see the fanbase formula, or you can head to Instagram and just DM me fanbase and I'll send you the thing. Second, if you are like Erica, I'm in the bucket of just starting out. I'm trying to grow my confidence to show up consistently. I'm trying to grow my business. I have a side hustle. There's so many things. I'm at the beginner stages. The Next Level program is for you. And if you're listening to this, like, it has never been a better time to finally choose yourself, to build this business, to amplify and grow your audience so that you can freaking impact people. The Next Level is it. And for my girlies who are at the higher level, and you're like, Erica, I've built the business, I've made the money, but no one knows who I am. I'm not exploding my personal brand. My brand is not out there. I'm not out there. I haven't claimed my space. And I know I have the skill set and the mastery. Then the Queen's Table could be for you. So all of the 3 links, I'm going to drop them into the show notes, into the description, so you can check it out, and stay tuned for episode 3. It is going to be so fire. I am so excited about this Next Level series. I will see you on the other side.